Good morning, world. Can we turn this a little bit so that light clear? Is that light? What is this? I think that's that's from the lamp. Okay. Good morning, world. Here we are on this beautiful Sunday. You'll have to forgive. I turned off the air conditioning, but I'm on the spin cycle of my laundry. I love doing laundry. So sometimes we have to make sacrifices. It might get a whisper noisy, but the super load should be done soon. The coffee's hitting right. Everything just beautiful. So as I was just out on the balcony, opening the door, I heard, what did you want to be when you grew up? Or no, what do you want to be when you grow up? So I heard it in the past tense, like someone asking you as a kid, what do you want to be when you grow up? And Spirit is wanting you to revisit that. Whatever you said is Little Peanut. Yes. So right out of the gate, I feel like there's some stuff here around. A lot of you. Well, is it a lot of you? Some of you I'm picking up on, you're in careers. And like, when I say careers, it's like you put a bit of effort to get to this career. Like it was kind of thought out. Maybe not, but you're in a career. And I feel like it's just okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're good at it. You probably make great money, which in this economy is not a bad thing. But, ooh, I feel like I have a few of you, my late 30s, 40s crowd. There is an I didn't know this until I hit 40. Everyone talks about the classic Saturn return. There's actually a worse placement. Well, not worse. It's an ass kisser. Or, oh my god, an ass kisser. It's an ass kicker. You get your ass tossed. It's roughly a 2 to 4 year placement, and depending on where it lands, blah, blah, blah. But I'm seeing, so what we call usually the midlife crisis is because this fucking astronomical event really goes in and does a second calling of the herd. Like, there's a lot of loss, there's a lot of upheaval, and so it kind of, in a light way, just kind of gets played out and talked about as like a midlife crisis. But you'll see a lot of divorces, career changes, you name it, all the things, a lot of health stuff, a lot of challenging times. So what I'm seeing, I don't feel necessarily it's like to this nth degree, but what I am seeing though is that there's a tickle. There's a tickle where you're like, you know what? Yeah, that little tickle from the past, it's like, I feel like it's like almost in, oh, is this like a south node, north node? Oh, you're coming into your north node energy. So if that's not familiar to you, basically, you have your sun sign, your moon sign, all these things, and then you have what's referred to as your north node and your south node, or your ascendant. So mine is Leo, which means that my south node, because that would be my north node is Leo, my south node would be Aquarius. So when you're in your south node energy, that's basically lessons from the past lives, past in this life, and you're meant to push forward into a new direction. Some would even say dharma, whatever, your life's purpose, the thing that you kind of really came here to do and to learn about and to exemplify. So I see someone here who is not living their dharma. Yeah, you're living someone else's dreams. That's what I just heard. You're living someone else's dreams. Yeah, and I see it in direct, like, opposition is what I'm hearing. Direct opposition to what you currently do. Like, they're giving the example of, like, leaving, like, being a CEO and dropping it to, and you do hear about this, but, like, dropping it to be, like, a sailing instructor or a kindergarten teacher, or, like, opening a microbrewery. Something. Like, something where it's just, like, yeah, I'm getting, like, from power moves to, like, power puffs. Like, yeah, opening a bakery. Something very different. And also, one would even say, like, because we live in a capitalist world, everyone would be like, less money, who cares? And also, the thing is that when you master any of your crafts, the money will always follow. People just don't realize it. Okay. And also, Spirit wants to talk about more than enough. Here's the thing. Even the bean counters will tell you this. Economists. It's, you know, when people say, like, money doesn't buy happiness. Okay, falsehood. You're not in your fucking peak happiness when you're, like, clamoring to survive. When the cortisol is through the roof because you can barely fucking afford dollar store food or put gas in your car, like, have extras. Oh, no. Is this nose drip time? Ugh. Hold on, guys. I have to look for a tissue. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay. Maybe Jesus will keep my nose from dripping. No, that's not the case. Oh, for the love of Pete. Okay, 1 second, guys. Just bear with me. Okay, see? Because there's Kleenex even closer than I thought. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Spirit has me locked in on these pigeons, but I know that we're also talking about, like, your career, money, dharma. Okay, well, let's just start there as a download. Let me have a sip of coffee about it. Have a sip of coffee about it too. Like, let's just wake up together. Let's just have a, yeah, like those. Hold on, I don't actually have my glasses on. Is that 2 pigeons or 3 pigeons? Because Spirit wants me to see something. What is it? Okay, 1, 2. Who's behind that bush? I see you. That's 3. They're having a nice time. I'm feeling 3 of cups. Okay. You know what? Let's have a shuff about it. Okay. Let's call in the crowd favorites. God, Grandma. God, Jesus, Grandma. Good archangels. All ascended masters. All of my benevolent ancestors. I do love Mother Mary. I love Mary Magdalene. Get in here. Ooh, you know who else? Saint Germain. I mean, you're in the ascended masters, but I like to. Oh, wow. 3 came out. Just like that. It's so funny. Before I sent this, okay, hold on. There's a message here. Or, hold on. Sometimes I have to just get a finger on the pulse to see, like, is something just mine? Is something mine to be shared for the collective? Because, hold on. I was chatting with a good friend this morning, and I pulled a card for her, and it was the Empress. And then I was talking to Spirit the other day about signs. Anyway, okay. So there is something about the past, the 3 of Cups. Whoa. Bear with me, guys. Spirit's taking me on a journey. Okay, I'm getting a real 6 of Cups energy. I'm getting 3 of Cups. There's something about your past here, but something about your childhood. Like, you knew as a kid, you had said, you had told someone, actually, like, it was a real conversation. You would have been pretty small. Like, between 6 and 8. And whatever you said between 6 and 8, when someone was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? There's something to revisit there. It may not be the actual thing, but maybe there's something close to. There's, going back to the itch, something needs to be scratched. Something needs to be fulfilled. so sorry, guys. Oh, allergies today, 9 million out of 10. I could just scream. I love fall too. The leaves. Okay, hand to God. This part of Canada, the United States, our maples in fall. Oh, and pumpkin pie is officially out. It's pumpkin pie season. I am that girl. I am that bitch. I love a pumpkin spice latte. No fucking lie. But because I'm boycotting Starbucks, I'm gonna have to take a back. But I fucking love pumpkin spice. I'm a classic white person. Oh my god. Oh, but I prefer the pie. Like if we're really to get into it. But that pumpkin spice latte, fucked. Between that Oreo ice cream sandwiches. Okay, I digress. It's the golden of the trees. Look at how much gold is here. Look at all this gold. Look at all this yellow. Hold on, get over here, Empress. MP Empress. Okay, this is just for my law people. Gang, I know I talk about the law people in my crowd, but I know I have law people in my crowd because I've done readings for you, and there's quite a few of you. It's really interesting. Now, take it if it resonates. It doesn't have to. But for those that work in some kind of legal capacity, any capacity, you could be a clerk. I don't know. There's so many ways law gets around. You could be a police person. Whatever capacity, to whatever degree. Maybe you're working on your law degree right now. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Like, you're moving on.com. There's like wish fulfillment. Because see, look, his arms are crossed. That's defensive body language. Yeah, all this, like, yeah, law degree, defensive. There's a lot of legalese here. Oh, is this a big table? Oh. Interesting. I don't work with traditional deck very often. See, he's lower. This looks like, to me, it reminds me of legal counsel with all the judges. Because, yeah, there's like a power imbalance. But this should be wish fulfillment. And this person is like no bueno. But with legs open. So even though, because like when you study film, you talk about a lot of like angle placements, why camera scenes are shot in particular ways. So when you want to denote someone who is in a position of power, you would shoot bottom up so that the viewer standpoint would be from below. So that the person that you're focused on, yeah, there's something here. You're an empress. Ooh, mamacita. Okay, now you don't have to work in law, but for a small percentage of you, in my viewers, this is talking about you guys, but for the rest of you, it's like, regardless, you could be a doctor, you could be a CEO, you could, I don't know, for some of you, I heard pharmaceuticals. Yeah, there's something where it's like, it's a career you put energy into. You could be a welder, a mechanic. There's something here. A lot of time and energy went into it, but it's someone else's dreams. Oh yeah, going back to more than enough. Thanks, Spirit. Ah, and Spirit's also pointing out this beautiful, intricate spider web. I watched her yesterday catch a fly live. I was sitting here meditating, getting real deep into the heart, and then this big black spider, she's a real beauty. I was actually going to film it for you, but then whatever, I just was in the moment. More than enough. Like the bean counters, every economist will tell you that we all need a certain level of money to have our needs met, and it is nice to be able to treat yourself, but then there's like a certain point after that where it's just like, it's just hoarding. Like you're just hoarding, and then it's like, kind of like, to me, it's like hoarding is a bit of a psychosis, you know? Like, it's weird. Like, I clean up after a hoarder with dementia, no less. And yeah, hoarding, it's a very interesting symptom. But Spirit wants you to know that, like, every single one of us, it's our God-given right to be able to you know, thrive and flourish and have more than enough. You know, so all your needs are met and then some, but like there's a certain point where you're like, what more do you need? You know? And for some of us it's gonna look very different, but yeah. Spirit's kind of like wanting to like assure you that like you may not make as much, but you're gonna have more than enough. Like you're gonna be satiated. It's the Nine of Cups. It's emotionally fulfilling. I'm so glad we're in this crazy tipping point where we're living out mass genocides and World War III for the people to remember our empowerment and also our humanity. Yeah. More than enough. Okay. So the Eight of Swords. Look, imprisonment. It's going underneath justice. And under the Nine of Cups is going the Lovers. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay. Who's going under the Empress? Wow. The Ten of Swords. Wow. The Nine of Swords really wants to come out. Back to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So we have Justice to the Nine of Cups to the Empress, followed by the Eight of Swords to the Lovers to the Ten of Swords, to the Nine of Pentacles, to the King of Swords, to the High Priestess, which is also, the Nine of Swords really wants to go under the Ten of Swords, but the High Priestess also wants to be there. Actually, no, the Nine of Swords needs to go to the side. Okay. Yeah, so this is telling me, because you know how I talked about the Nine of Cups, the emotional fulfillment. So you are a little bit concerned about losing some bucks a little bit. But you know you're not fulfilled, that there's more. So it's like this weighing, the imprisonment is really like the two nines, actually. Monetary fulfillment versus emotional fulfillment. And traditionally, the Lovers was always about a decision. So following your heart, making a decision that's heart-based. Yeah, because with I've seen the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords when I was talking about the Nine of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles, this juggle. Or the weighing. Yeah, see, look. Weighing it out. And you would. Also because we are living in a crazy time. If you're remotely in a position of power right now with also a little bit of capital, like you're above a lot of people right now. And so I can see a lot of people are in survival mode. The trajectory for the whole world is pretty intense. So, like, I'm not going to speak light of this. Like, I know I do fun readings, but it's, like, also, like, we got to keep it grounded. Anyone who has 2 cents in their head, if you're in a pretty cushy job that you're good at, and, you know, it fulfills a lot of things, but maybe not emotionally, it would give any rational person pause to be like, huh, is this the time? I don't know. And see, look, this King of Swords, I said it yesterday, but he's got that really grim kind of, yeah, it's a down. You can really see those downward lines. You're going to choose. I also feel like an outer influence. I feel like, because there's some kind of betrayal here. Hold on, we'll get into that in a sec. Yeah, so you see the truth. You realize, you're like, this isn't it. You may not feel like an intuitive person, maybe you do, but there's like a sense of like, we all know. It's just like the sounds change. It's like the puzzle piece that almost quite fits but doesn't. There's like, sometimes the tower, it starts with like the little earthquakes where it's just like a little hum, you know, like hits the meter enough to be noted, but like buildings aren't collapsing yet. So you know, yeah. Yeah, and you're the Empress. Again, I feel like you have status. You are in a position of power. And in today's world, capitalism, money is power. Yeah. It's giving, oh, you feel like too you would be betraying. I'm feeling a family influence here. You feel like you would be betraying. It's keeping you up at night. You don't know what to do. Because also, and a betrayal of self. I feel like a lot of time, money, and effort went into this career. I feel like there's definitely some kind of outward influence, most likely family. Again, it was someone else's dream. Ah, look, black and white. Yeah, something, but you're in the middle, because nothing is just black and white. So you're having to weigh it out. And it's spiritual for you. Weird. The laundry just stopped, and all of a sudden, my allergies, like my nose is clear, there's no drips. I just did like 20 million sneezes before I started this video. Yeah, the allergies, like an irritant. Something that I can't control. And it's just like, oh, it makes you feel terrible. And then it's done. The moon's at her feet. Oh, so you're deep in the feels. And you're a rational, logical person. Well, you're also the Empress, but you're showing up here, so it's like, yeah, look at you. This is you. And look at the color themes here. It's like you are golden, but look, and pure. There's a purity to you. You really could be an air sign. With the lovers here too, Gemini, Libra, really heavily, Aquarius. But this sword of truth, the sword of truth and justice, very important here. Yeah, very, you're very methodical, very cerebral. But with the Empress, and even with the lovers, I feel this really, and with that color, like gold, white. Yeah, something isn't black and white for you. You're like gold and white. Elevated. Yeah, like if we're going to use like the systems of law, I always say there's man-made law, and then there's the spiritual laws. So when man-made laws are driving me insane with injustice and hypocrisy, I just remember there are spiritual laws, and I feel that is you. Well, I was saying, you know, maybe you don't consider yourself intuitive or psychic, but I feel like you really are. Okay, let's get some more scoops. What deck do I want to use? The Crow deck. Yeah, you got Crow energy. You're like a bird. I can feel you. Interesting. Ooh, I wonder what you're going to get into. For some of you, you may really like working with kids. Animals. Ooh, you might even just like, I could see you doing 1 degree to do another complete degree, another degree. Like, for instance, like, if you, were in law, all of a sudden I see, like, becoming a vet and, like, working out with farm animals. I don't know. Or, like, working with kids. Becoming, like, a Chinese medicine doctor, like a TMC. Yeah, traditional. Or TCM, rather. Okay. Wow. What's this? Yeah. This literally popped out. I didn't even get time to get shuffling. It flew out. Yeah, you're going to be flying away. This is the Six of Swords. And it's snowing. And the seas are rough. Okay. Okay, well, I want to give a bit of a... Hold on. Sorry if it's loud when it hits the table, guys. Oy. Okay, Grandmama. Oh, these two cards stayed. Judgment. Judgment and the Five of Pentacles. But even Judgment is such a legal card. The Three Birds. Those... I was kind of... I didn't say it. I wish I did. Sometimes I don't say all my thoughts because I'm like, God, we'd be here forever. Yeah, the family. Because you support a lot of people. You financially support people. There's people who benefit off of you being in this career. So what feels like a betrayal to you, you're disappointing people. But here's the thing. Crabs in a pot. Crabs in a pot. It is so fucking classic. You think people are your ride and dies until you supersede them. The crab in a pot syndrome is so fucking common, you know? And I feel like the older you get, it really starts to show that people love and support you as long as you're doing just as good as them. And then as soon as something better happens, or in their mind, or if you change in a way that doesn't benefit them, yeah, the three. These three. Yeah, the three that benefit from the coins. And you're making a judgment. That's part of your weighing. And they're got little bird skeletons. They look pretty deadsies to me. It's done. Yeah, these are like people from your past that you have history with, rather. That's what the emphasis is on, history. And see, like with this to me is giving like the medical kit. Yeah, like you take care of people. There's people who have been riding on the coattails. Yes. Baby girl, baby boy. This is your time. This is your life. Okay, let's get into it. I'm excited now. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, let's have a sip of coffee about it. But yeah, when that spider was eating that fly, that spider wasn't going around killing a whole bunch of flies and then eating them or just hoarding them and not using them. It literally just like got the juiciest fly, wrapped it up right before me, ate the shit out of it. And now she's probably snoozing somewhere. Good for her. Okay. Okay. Who am I tuned into? Who are you? Do you want a different deck now? To see who you are, we're going to use the Whispers of Time Tarot. Okay. And then we're going to go back to the crow, apparently. Okay. The Lovers. You're an air sign for sure. And you're a lover. With the Six of Swords on the bottom. Hey, there's a little peanut here. Well, it was funny because when I should have said it. So there was two on the bottom. I was talking about these three. But I remember thinking, oh, you may be leaving with a child. Okay. Old Justice, Empress. King of Swords. Who are you? Your Temperance. Man, you... Ah, look, the Three of Cups. Mother, Maiden, Crone. You are very wise. Yeah, it's like you are the three. You're the Mother, Maiden, Crone. And like, this is kind of what my eyes do sometimes. Like when I'm in the veil, like, oh, she has really blue eyes. You could have very blue eyes. And like, the scales of justice, you're balanced in that black and white. The light part of yourself, your shadowy bits, you're tempered. You've mastered mind, body, and spirit. Yes, the three. But by going back to the other three, yeah. I have Page of Swords here. That could be your child. Yeah. Okay. Who else are you? Tell me about yourself. Six of Cups. Did I not say Six of Cups? I was feeling it. And we're back to those, what was it, 18 white roses? The purity. Because I looked it up the other day. Is this a continuation? Because I'm pretty sure Temperance was out in that pile too. Take it if it resonates. Yeah, there's something really pure and innocent about you. Oh, and you love, oh my god, High Priestess, Knight of Swords. Okay, I feel as though you might have grown up Catholic. There's something here where, like, you are hella psychic and intuitive, but I feel some religious also influence here. But you're very spiritual. You are connected. Man. Okay, well, also, let's get Snoopy and Scooby. What career, or where are you headed? Yeah, where are you headed? Because you're in the Six of Swords. Where are you headed? Oh my goodness, wow, okay. Okay, well, we have the Six of Swords to the Six of Swords, to the Wheel of Fortune, to the Magician, to the Hierophant, to the Four of Wands. Are you going back to school? Did I not say? Like, maybe you're going to do a completely different degree. Oh, but I'm seeing marriage here. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the Six of Swords is clarified with the Six of Swords again. With the child, I think you're leaving with your kiddo. The Wheel of Fortune, it's spinning for you. Like, you are here. What's that? Let's see. Yeah, you're sad. Like, this is a hard time. But you're going back to the books. And we see all your spiritual energy. I love this red robe. Yeah, look, we're going from man-made laws to spiritual laws. But you go back and forth. There's this, like, weighing. But you're going back to the books. I'm sensing you may be going back to school for something that you literally, I don't know. And it might even just be, like, you go back to university, but you know how you can just, like, take a class? I don't know. For some of you, I see you taking a photography course or class, or even, like, I don't know. Yeah, you're doing a completely different degree or something. But then we have the, yeah, it's both, you're going back to school, again, you're really communing with Sky Daddy, but with we saw the Lovers twice, and we have the Four of Wands. Like most of my readings, it's like, hello, love is here. Okay, well, tell us about this lover. Who is this lover? Yeah, because I feel like you're leaving with your kid, but you might just have to go to a different location. I don't feel like you may have been in a divorce, but it's more like I feel family influence. like a mom or a dad or grandparents. I don't know. There's something here. Ooh, the moon and the hermit. Where are you going? You're going within. You're going to a place where there's more nature. Yeah. Maybe you're just actually going on a vacation, or like, maybe there's like a family cottage in the woods, like where I live. Oh my God, there's so many goddamn amazing spots, but like a lot of people have family cottages. And maybe there's like work you can do from home. So technically, like, you can just like, you and your kiddo are like, you know what? We need a little reset. We're gonna go stay at the family cottage for a bit. I don't know. Okay. I love this hermit. Yeah, I feel like this really exemplifies your energy. You're really even. Yeah, that temperance and like the justice. But you're emotional. You're very rich. Going back to those pentacles versus the cups. Like, you're rich in all the ways. I don't doubt that monetarily you're doing fine. But your true gems, your richness, comes from beyond. Oh yeah, you are in the heart ouchies. Oh fuck. And what's interesting about this Hanged Man, it really kind of gives, I want to say autoerotic asphyxiation. It's not that. There's a different type of hanging that's not sexual, but it's also not, like, you're not trying to kill yourself, and it's more, you see it a lot in like more alternative communities. Like the first rave that I ever went to, in the Yukon no less, a performance artist pierced his whole body with fish hooks and then hung from a crucifix. Don't come at me in the comments. I was like 15. I didn't even know it was going to happen that night, but he was a performance artist, and he actually had written a very beautiful piece explaining the context behind it. It wasn't arbitrary. It was actually very well thought out. Yeah, there's going to be people, yeah, they're going to come at you in the comments because they're going to think that this decision is arbitrary, or that it's like parlor magic, or it's attention seeking, or like, you know what I mean? But actually it's like really thoughtful and meaningful. And when you see that people, when you see the truth about people, again, crabs in a pot, it hurts. I had this. I totally get it. Yeah, you had to make a decision. Going back, remember I said the Two of Swords to the Two of Pentacles? Oh my God. Yeah, because you're weighing the Nine of Pentacles. You're going after your wish fulfillment. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to that Lover. Okay, this is, they want to, Lover is a crow. The Six of Pentacles, but look, the Scales of Justice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh, my Lanta. Look, they're a little hermit. And the Eight of Cups. Oh my God, the two of you. The Three of Cups again. What the fuck's going on? It's like you might literally, where are you? Hey, and in that other Six of Cups, or the Six of Swords, it's snowing. It's like the two of you, without knowing it, because you haven't even met yet or really kind of cross paths, or maybe you do, but like you're both going through your thing, or have just gone through very similar experiences. You're both in this kind of hermit energy. And you have like the double Six of Swords, but this person has the Eight of Cups, which is walking away. Yeah. The two of you just like kind of, it's like stumbling upon one another. You may literally just stumble upon each other out in the world, being little hermits. Okay. Tell me about this lover. The Three of Cups wants to come back out again. I put it back in, it came right back out. Well, this is like the wreath of success. It's giving Emperor, Empress, or just like... The threes for me, it's always about creativity. Oh. Well, it's about friends. So you might meet this person through friends, or when you're out with your friends, or you're both going to be out with your friends. Yes, the Tower to the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God. But look at all these crows falling. Oh, people are going to, you know what? Oh, you know what it is? You're radically changing your life. Oh my God, people are literally going to be falling over in droves. There's going to be like, the Tower is mostly for these other people. Yeah, people are not like, your career change and you leaving and doing something just for you that's like vastly different, and maybe even going back to school for a completely new degree. People are going to be toppling over, and then when you start dating this person, people are going to lose their shit. Oh, people are going to lose their shit. We're back to this Page of Swords. I feel as though one of you maybe has had the eye on the other, or has been watching from afar. Strength. Are we back to this Leo energy? This feels like kind of a little bit like yesterday's reading, to be honest. And to be honest, I think it started at CB. That the video I did, like, yeah, where it started like, if you don't have to have the initial CB, you could. But I feel back to the Magician. Doubles again. We're doubling. So this person, you are like, oh, look at you. You mirror. You're different, but you're mirroring each other. You both have this energy of no matter what the circumstances, you believe that you have everything that you need to go forth and create the life that you want for yourself. Yeah, back to the roses. And I picked my son. I talked about that after I did the CB reading. I actually did. I went and found 3 roses that I picked for my son. And then the reading yesterday was about the white roses and the blue roses. Ace of Cups. Oh, you two little cuties. Drinking from the cups of love. Okay. Okay, so who is this lover? Let's get, like, yeah. Give me a sense. Okay, so we know that both kind of mirror each other. Yes. I want more. I want more. Give me all the scoops. Please. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. They're not as rich as you. You are in a position of power. I feel like this person, when I saw that wreath of success, I think this person, and we saw the Ten of Pentacles, they are going to be successful and have more than enough. And then, but they're very, and we saw the Six of Pentacles with the scales of justice with the fish. They're very generous. They may not have as much as you in their bank account, but they're very generous and they know how to make wealth. But they're going to offer, they want to give you one big fat pentacle, their best one. Oh man, it's really, look at all these people, look at all these crows just falling over, just stiff, just falling right over. They can't even handle it. They can't even handle that someone, an empress. Oh, because this person doesn't have the title yet of, they're a King of Swords. You're a King of Swords. Oh my God, you're matching. Yeah, the world can't see that this person yet is a king, an emperor, an empress, or a queen. They can't see that yet. It's already in the stars. This person is elevated, but they just, Money isn't everything, guys. Oh my God, money isn't everything. Like it is, trust me. I love money too. Don't get me wrong. I'm highbrow, lowbrow. Like if I had bucks today, yeah, King of Pentacles. Like I love to shop, but also I grew up a poor kid. I'm still wicked poor, you know? Like I love both worlds. I'm a Gemini. Chariot. Yeah, oh my God. Oh. Oh yeah, the Wreath of Success. Who drives the chariot? Emperor. Queen of Cups. Oh my God. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, whoa. Okay, we're at 45 minutes. I want to... Yeah, it got really exciting here. Because you don't see it. But one of you, I still think, is with that Page of Swords twice. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of a looky-loo here. And if it is connected to the other readings, I said star-crossed lovers. And I believe also that Hermit came out. But yeah, star-crossed lovers. But look at all the stars behind his head. Back to the strength. This person, strong. Also, they're aligned, so they're sexy. Look at all those beautiful... Are those roses? They are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 roses. Yeah. Masculine but feminine. Look at this guy. He's a big old lion. He'll eat your ass up if he has to. But he'd much rather be ruling the roost of flowers in his hair. And look, he's got his best pal there. Oh. The lion under the tree. It started with CB. I said the tree and the crow go to... Okay, if this message is for you, start with CB. That reading, up until now, they're all fucking connected. Under a tree. And look, this line's under the tree. I'm telling you. Who the fuck is gonna... You two are gonna like meet under a fucking tree. Okay, now they want me to go back to this deck. Wow. Queen of Wands. Oh boy. Look. It's a sexy slut. Ay. Oh, there's attraction. Last night, I was kind of in the veil. I kept seeing this blue eye. And I could see, I was getting a download on two energies, but there's something about tension. The two of you really love to play with tension. And there's going to be something really intense, but powerful. The two of you love to just stare at each other without blinking, without looking away. There's this real play. And someone else was talking about it. I was listening to someone else. I don't know if it was a reading or a podcast, but I was listening to someone talk about the intensity of staring. It's really intimate, but it's power. It's powerful when you can hold someone's gaze. It's powerful when you can communicate, like we all know as smiling with your eyes, in case you're not familiar. Smiling with your eyes, a little twinkle, a little wink. Oh, God, I love it. You two. Yes. There's going to be some really intense eye staring, but in a really, I don't know how to describe it. I can see it. And to kind of explain it, it could really go in either direction where you're like, oh, that feels weird. That feels creepy. That feels like yucky intense. I get it. But when I'm observing and feeling and seeing it, it's really fun, but intense and sexy, but powerful. Yeah, the devil. Mischievous. That's what it is. It's because you can communicate a lot just through eyes. You can communicate all your little passions and kinks and desires and playfulness and whatever with eyes. Woo! Ace of Wands. Who's this? 7 of Wands. Oh boy. Does someone get a little bit jealous at times? Yeah, I feel like this person's like, come on, bitches. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're at 49 minutes. Wow. Wow. Holy, did that... Again, my heart is racing, kind of like yesterday. Oh, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited, but I'm suspecting. Now, it doesn't have to be for everyone. If you felt like this was your reading and you don't feel called to listen to those other ones. But for me as a reader, I'm like, there's definitely a connection here. Okay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Well, I don't have much more to say than that then. Just go get it. Please do. Please do. And on a day like today, like again, I never know what it is for you. What allows you guys to decide, like, why is the day the day? I don't know. Today feels like it could be a day for someone. Today is magic. Yeah, the maple is starting to turn. Oh, I'm gonna go for a big fat walk. Oh, I'm gonna go for a big fat walk. I'm going to the cemetery. I'm gonna go on the mountain. Oh, yeah. I love fall. I'm gonna eat something with pumpkin. I might eat a whole pumpkin pie. Oh, just beautiful. Okay, guys. Stay blessed, stay golden. Until later.